Hi traders, my name is Gary Ficker, Director of Trading here at Market Traders, and I really want to talk to you about market swings because it's important to understand how the markets move within trends. Right, I understand that knowing the trend is important, that is correct, yes. But also knowing how the markets work in that trend is more important because that's how we can take short-term profits. And knowing when to get out of the market is important as well because if the market's going to go into a deep retracement, we need to make a decision. Do we want to stick in the trade and bear out that retracement, or do we want to get out, look for the re-entry, and then get back in again? Well, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take a look at the Euro-US dollar as a great example of exactly what we've been talking about. Now, in the Sunday session, we had a Sunday session, live trading session on Sunday, and we spoke about the Euro-US dollar that's actually right now in a bullish move. And we're looking to take advantage of that bullish move. Now, look, you've got different types of swings. We have short-term swings, mid-term swings, and of course, long-term swings. What I'm going to talk about right now is the mid-term and short-term swings. How the mid-term and short-term swings are going to go ahead and affect your trading and as well your profits. Now, take a look right here. If we take a look at this chart, we're looking at a daily chart on the Euro-US dollar. On the daily chart of the Euro-US dollar, you'll notice that in this region right here, where we've got the market moving in this area right here, this is what we want to pay attention to. Because in the long term, if we look at the long term, it's clearly bearish. But in the short term right here and the mid term, what's important is how we're going to take advantage of these moves. Because if you're going to be trading on a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week basis, you have to know how the short-term and mid-term the movements are going to affect your trading, right? So what we want to do right here is we want to understand what's the market doing in this region right here. Are we looking at the market going up, or is the market going to in fact go down towards the south? And so this is how we look at it. First thing, number one, finding direction, overall direction is important. And what we did is we used the directional dashboard, the MTI directional dashboard, which is this one right here. And we were looking at the weekly setups on the Euro-US dollar. Now, the Euro-US dollar weekly setup says that we got a bullish trend. That's a mid-term bullish trend. It doesn't mean that the short term is going to be bearish, all right, or it's going to be bullish. It just means that the mid-term is going to be bullish. Now, very important right here. If we take a look at those details and we say, okay, US dollar, or at least Euro-US dollar is bullish, let's take a look and see how the chart is showing this. So right here, it's clear that the market's in an uptrend, at least in the midterm, right? And that's the type of movement that we're expecting. We're expecting a bullish move in the midterm. Now, how does this affect your trades as a short-term trader? Well, this is the thing. If you look over here, you'll notice that with the market, even though the market's bullish, we do have these short-term correction moves, all right? It does go ahead and correct. Now, you have to understand that the market moves in waves and has different patterns. What we're expecting with the euro to happen is the euro to continue to go bullish, but this is what's going to happen in the short term. In the short term, we look for the market to do something like this. Then go bullish. You see this bit of movement down here? You see how the market is waving down and then starts taking off, right? So this bit of action that we're seeing right here is what we're going to be paying attention to. Now check this out, all right? When we looked at the dashboard, what was very important and was a great eye-opener for us is how the dashboard identified that we are in an overbought and oversold condition on a particular pair, well, currency, all right? Take a look over here. If I take the weekly setup and I look at the US dollar right here and I look at the euro down here too, you'll notice that both of them are very overbought or oversold. Now, red means bearish, green means bullish. So when it's rated 10, that means it's right at the top. So let's take the one currency, US dollar 10, red. That means US dollar is very weak. It's down here. All right? And let's take a look at the euro. Euro is green, 10. What does that mean? It means it's very bullish, right? So if you look at a chart, what's that telling you is that the market's going to move up, right? That's why we have a bullish signal on the euro-US dollar. It's because dollar's weak, euro is strong. But this is the thing. think about this as an oscillator. And this is an overbought area. This is an oversold area, right? Now, if the US dollar is oversold, what are we expecting it to do when it's in an oversold condition? We're expecting it to recover, right? And if the euro is in an overbought condition, we're looking for the euro currency to go ahead and move bearish. So what's going to happen? There's going to be a change in direction. So this is the deal. Although we are bullish on euro US dollar, right? We're looking at euro US dollar to now start recovering before it starts going back up. That's what we're looking for. Now, take a look over here. This is the chart. So, if it's going to recover, euro US dollar is going to recover. It is bullish overall, we understand that. So if it's going to recover, we're going to see this drop right here before going further up north. All right? Now, why would it want to go ahead and dip? Let's take a look at a couple of things right here. Firstly, number one, I'm going to go to a 1 hour chart. This is a 1 hour chart right here. Now I'm going to look over here on the this is the 1 hour chart on the the US dollar. All right, this is the dollar index. So this is the dollar index chart right here. Sorry, I didn't, not the euro US dollar. This is the dollar index chart. Now on the dollar index chart, you can see here on the 1 hour time frame, we're starting to see the market from the early parts of the week, right about here. We saw a little recovery going up. Now the dollar's coming back down again. Let's take a look at the larger time frame. All right, because it's important we look at the larger time frame to get a perspective of what it looks like here on the larger time frame. So let's go ahead and flip over to dollar index. All right, this is the dollar index chart right here. Right. Now, if you're looking at the dollar index chart, you can see, and I'm going to go ahead and just simply remove all these indicators right here of the chart. This chart right here, you can clearly see that we have a nice, big, not a little big, bullish King's Crown. The left tip is here, which means the right tip's going to be around about here. So we're expecting price to move down here before going back up north. So what we're going to think is going to happen to the dollar? The dollar's going to eventually fall, right? But that's also in more of the mid-long-term position, right? It's going to fall. Now, when we're looking over here, this is where we're going to look for the short term. This is the short-term move right here that we're now interested in, all right? What's going to happen in the short term? Let me zoom in. Let me open it up right here. All right. On Sunday, we spoke about dollar index doing something like this. On Sunday, we said dollar index has dipped, it's gone up, it's dropped right here, it found support right here, and now we said the dollar index is going to come back up to take out those previous highs right here. It's done exactly that. The next move for the dollar index is to head south, bearish, based on a typical down A-B move right here. Looking for a C right here, looking for its D down here. All right, so looking for a nice bearish move to the downside. Now this is where things become real interesting. If we go to a Euro US dollar chart, think about it this way. If Euro US dollar is going to be going bullish overall midterm, right, that means dollar's got to weaken. Right? If dollar weakens, euro's going to push up. If we take a look at the charts, on the Euro US dollar, here it is right here. And I'm going to go to a 1 hour chart, Euro US dollar pair, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and once again, just go ahead and hide those indicators. And I want to show you what's happening right here. This is what's happened on this particular pair. If you take a look over here, here we had a nice little ABCD move down here. It came back up. It dropped back down here. It retraced back up. It's dropped back down here. This is the bottom that I believe we've got for the week. Now, the market hits bottom. The reason why it hits bottom is because, remember what I said to you in the beginning. knowing the trend is important, but knowing how the market moves within the trend is very important too. So we're looking over here and we see that the market moved in a 5-wave structure. This is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is wave 3, this is wave 4, and wave 5. And the market loves moving in 5-wave structures. Now, what's happened is the market's moved up to take out wave 4 right here, right? So when we were here at the Sunday open, when the market opened on Sunday, we knew that even though the euro was stating that long term it's going bullish, in the short term we knew that the market's going to still go bearish. And the reason why we knew that is because we identified that there was a 5-wave structure that still needed to complete. And it's just recently happened down here. All right? You can see this is Sunday open right there. That's Sunday open. The market moves up a little bit, but then comes down, completes the 5th wave. Now we should be heading back up north to take out wave 4, which is done now in this morning's trading. So what is the next move for the euro, right? Remember, the trend is bullish, right, on the midterm. The trend is bullish. So if we want to go ahead and take a look and see what's the next move on the euro, we're now going to take a look at the euro from a different perspective, right? And here it is right here. Remember we spoke about the 5-wave moves, right? So take a look right here. The market goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up. What has it completed? Completes 5 waves. Now, the market's going to go ahead and create a down, up, and down. We're not completed down. We're still going to go further down. So which means this is just a short-term recovery before it comes back down a little bit further down south. Then it's going to hit around about 1475, give or take a few because we're friends, all right? And then it's going to continue its move going up. So this trend is still bullish. We're just in a short-term recovery mode with the euro US dollar. And by understanding and knowing how the markets are waving within that structure, it's going to help us determine how the market's going to move and how we can take advantage of that move. So if you are a seller on euro US dollar, you're going to be okay. If you're a buyer on euro US dollar, you're going to be okay. The question here is where you're placing your stop losses and where you're entering the market is important. Because if you're going to be waiting to enter the market down here, you'll be buying it low, looking for it to sell high, right? If you are buying up here, you may have to wait it out while the market drops back down to support again and then start working its way back up. But again, traders, knowing yourself or knowing where you are within the trend is more important than knowing where the trend's going. And we take advantage of the smaller waves of the market, and understanding this information will better help you to profit in the market. Well, traders, I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching. Look out for more videos on secrets and tips of how to trade this market and profit from those small swings. This is FX Big Dog, and I'll see you in the inside.